everybody. Welcome to Greyhound Football Classics here on Cable 15 TV. Coach Bill Keaty, yours truly, Bud Black, and we have one of the best. Well, we have most of one of the best here. We're going to show you the second half of the 1994 Osceola game. There's not a lot happened in the first half. The second half, the Greyhounds just go on this unbelievable explosion and dominate the football game. But want to set it up a little bit for you and remind you that it's all being brought to you by Lakeside Chevrolet Buick, 520 Malcolm Avenue in Newport. They've got 0% money on a lot of vehicles for up to 72 months available at Lakeside, and lots of great summer deals. Huge selection of inventory, and they're pleased to be able to provide this program as a community service to Greyhound fans everywhere through Cable 15 TV and through the website cable15tv.com. These broadcasts available to you wherever you are on the planet if you have access to the internet. So, Coach Bill Keaty, in 1992, we won a stunning victory at Osceola, 30-27. We kept coming back, and won that game. And then in 1993, Osceola comes over here and puts it on us pretty good. And there's some hard feelings that develop. You didn't want to talk last week about other coaches' hard feelings, but some hard feelings sort of developed between Newport and Osceola about that time.
Well, let's say there was some misunderstanding.
Oh, okay. You didn't major in English, did you?
No, or politics, either one. But I'm going to be politically correct on this deal.
Misunderstandings, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen.
What happened, I think, was that we had a run of pretty good luck against Osceola and Clinton Gore and his teams over there. And as the Greyhounds fans know, and you, Bud, they had some awfully good athletes and some really good teams, and we had to be extra special good to beat them. And I know a couple of losses that we handed them were pretty tough for them to swallow. Come from behind type games and ball games that they really wanted to show that they were an established, dominant type team, and we were good enough and fortunate enough to win those ball games. But they brought a football team over here that was really, really talented, and they had an easy win. And right at the end of the ball game, Coach Gore decided to leave his first teamers in and throw the bomb, and what I felt like was an unnecessary touchdown. And at the end of the ball game, when I went to shake Coach Gore's hand, their coaches were hollering, "What goes around comes around." Well, I didn't really understand it. Well, they felt like a couple of years before a game at Newport that we had run the score up. And I will go on record right here now that the one guy that knows whether or not you're trying to run a score up or not is the head football coach. And that was the misunderstanding. In no form or fashion was I trying to run up the score against them. As a matter of fact, I went back and looked at the tape. We didn't throw a pass in the second half, and it wasn't a real, lopsided victory. We won handedly, 3 or 4 touchdowns. I don't really remember, but in the second half, in the fourth quarter, Osceola scored an onside kick, and we got it and left our first team in because really they had some super athletes. And I was, a little concerned about putting our second team in. But anyway, they took it the wrong way. The bottom line is, well, the year of this ball game that we're going to see was the year that I had a heart attack. And I didn't coach the game before this. So I had 2 weeks to make a game plan. That's too much time on your hand, Bud. Because I messed it up about as bad as a guy can mess up a game plan. So
well, especially the first half.
we go to Osceola, and I really wanted to win the ball game. But I didn't want to win it nearly as bad as our players and fans did. And I don't know if you remember or not. I'm sure you do. That place was packed. It was one of the largest away crowds that we have taken anywhere. I mean, it was it was just they were ready to clobber us, and we wanted to get revenge. Wasn't any doubt about it.
I think they said the overall crowd was around 12,000 that night from both sides. You know,
there
like
was
a college game,
and the atmosphere unbelievable. Well, anyway, the game plan that I had, we were going to spread the field out and do some fancy passing, and I thought it'd work. It was a horrible mistake. We couldn't make a first down. I mean, and at halftime, we trailed 7-0 and almost 14-0. I think they almost scored right before halftime. Well, I did some brilliant coaching at halftime. I listened to the players. I walked in the dressing room, and usually I'm going to tell them, you know, all right, we're going to do this and do that. And some of those big linemen came up, and they said, I think it was Rutledge and Brown, and I don't remember. My son played on that football team, and they said, Coach, we need to go back to Greyhound football. We can block these guys. We can knock them off the ball. Quit this sissy stuff, and let's go play football. Sounds like a good idea. Well, we went out in the second half, and we went back to the old rock 'em, sock 'em. All right, guys, you said you can do it. Do it. They did it. I mean, they hammered that line of scrimmage, and we scored 42 points in the second half. And again, it looked like we were trying to run up the score. In the second half, it was 35-7, and we had the football, and I had the first team out there. But I said, okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be a bigger man. I'm not going to run the score up. We could. I mean, there wasn't any doubt about it because they were a defeated football team. So I told our quarterback, Victor Henderson, I said, run the quarterback sneak. Let's run the clock out and go home. Well, he ran about 40 yards for a touchdown.
On the quarterback sneak. I mean, we wasn't an option play, just up the middle.
I'm over there telling the chain gang, the Osceola guys, you know, I said, I swear you guys heard me tell them, quarterback sneak. Oh, no, I didn't tell him to fall down. But, and there was still, you know, I forgot 2 or 3 minutes to go, and we just wanted to leave them out there and not put the second team in because I really thought that kind of looked like, you know, let's just get home and we've done our job. I was thrilled to death because at halftime I wasn't sure we were going to win or not. But anyway, then we kick off and they fumble. You remember that? Yes. And the guys up there in the press box are about to kill y'all, I know, on the replay that they're saying, you know, well, at that time,
they were talking about our heritage.
I did get our second team then, and I told the quarterback, I said, go to a knee no matter what, and let's get out of here alive. But I would put my hand on a Greyhound playbook and promise that I wasn't trying to run it up because I really wasn't. And so that's kind of the story right there. And, you know, I think from that point on, there may have been some differences, put it that way.
More misunderstandings.
Yeah. But there definitely was some misunderstandings, but we got it straight that ball game anyway.
Well, as you say, the Greyhounds were so long king of the hill, and Osceola trying to build their program through the late 80s and into the mid-90s and doing their best to get up there and play with the king. And I know, as you said, there's some difficult nights for the Seminoles, but this may be one of the toughest because they thought they'd win the ball game at halftime, and they had outplayed us. And I don't think I ever recall a Greyhound football team playing a better half of football. Now, we played a lot of exciting halves where it was back and forth, and down at Malvern in 95, and as I said, Osceola in 92. But as far as playing both sides of the ball, a better half of football, I don't think one ever occurred any better than that second half of the Osceola game in 94.
Yeah, and Bud, no question about it, it was one of the more physical Greyhound performances that I have ever seen a Greyhound football team play, because we were playing a really good football team, and we went out there and just owned the line of scrimmage. And it was a satisfying win. I can't lie about that. It was really a ball game that also brought our team together. And a lot of people said that after the ball game, hey, Coach, boy, you did a great job of making those adjustments at halftime. You know, tell us about it. And I said, well, I can't lie. Our players made the adjustment. They said, let's play Greyhound football and instead of tiddlywinks, and we did, and we won.
Well, you're right. Sometimes you have too much time on your hands. outfox yourself. All right, folks, it's all being brought to you by Lakeside Chevrolet Buick, 520 Malcolm Avenue in Newport, Arkansas. As a community service, Lakeside is pleased to be able to bring you these great Greyhound classics. And what a fun time we're having on this summertime series as we get ready to head into Greyhound football this fall. Let's watch this. We're going to show you the second half because that's where most all the action is. Remember, the Hounds were down at halftime, and it looked like it was going to be a tough night at Osceola. But in the second half, you're going to just see complete domination by the Newport Greyhounds. Totally different looking football team, and what an excited bunch of fans, as we say, across the way at Osceola. Here's the second half of the Osceola game, 1994, and what a dominant performance by the Newport Greyhounds. Coming onto the football field for the start of the second half. And Newport has had to go to the drawing board to try to find some offense with a total of only 32 yards in the first half. I don't remember if I gave you the Osceola stats or not, but let me do that here for you. Osceola rushed the ball 21 times for 85 yards. They attempted 10 passes, completed only 4, but all 4 of those seemed like in the same drive for 54 yards, 1 interception. Their total offense on 9 first downs, 139 yards. The Greyhounds, again, 13 for 29 rushing, 1 out of 6 for 3 yards passing. A total offense incredible. Greyhounds 32 yards and 1 first down. Woo, with folks that are better than that. The option lies with Osceola, and you know the Seminoles want the football to start the third quarter. They'll get it from the Greyhounds, and Newport's defense has been out there all night long. And they'll have to get out there again. Program cars, lots of program cars at George Kell Motor Company, 67 north of Newport. They've just received a couple of new truckloads of program cars, late model cars and trucks, almost like new with low mileage and all the options you want. At Kell Motors, they now have several late model Cadillacs, Oldsmobile Cutlass Sierras, Pontiac Grand Ams, a new group of low mileage 4-wheel drive pickup trucks. And these factory authorized program cars and trucks can be bought at savings of thousands of dollars off the new car price. See Dean, George, Jack, Tommy, or Rex at George Kell Motors, Highway 67 North Newport, where customer satisfaction is our business. The deep man is back at the 10-yard line. That's Kenny Travis for the Osceola Seminoles. You see the Newport kicking team. Bjorn Lindenblot will kick it for the Hounds. Osceola has had the advantage of tremendous field position in the first half. See what happens here in the second half. Better kick by the Greyhounds, and this one will go into the end zone, and the Seminoles start at the 20-yard line, and that's a good start. BJ drilled that one and hit it about the 10 and skipped into the end zone, so Osceola has to start at its 20. Their worst field position. They did have the interception down at the 10 in the closing seconds of the first half, but they weren't going to try to do anything there with the clock running out. Now they start at their 20. Chico Fletcher, number 3, is the quarterback. You'll see him in a minute as they come to the line of scrimmage. Newport defense clapping hands. They've got to keep the Hounds in it. Have no choice. 14-7 Osceola as we start the third quarter. Dead T backfield. Second back through. He's running hard. The Hounds miss tackles. He gets about 4 to the 24. Travis with a pickup of 4 yards. Second down and 6 for Osceola.
But great opportunity here for the Hounds to try to get some of that field position that we most definitely tried to get in the first half and couldn't get. If you can hold them here and have just a decent punt, Newport can start, instead of 80 yards away, maybe 65 or 70 yards away.
Second and 6. Fletcher wants to go for all of it. Up the near sideline, overthrown. Intended for Barrett. Good coverage again by Blunt. DJ coming to help out. Third down and 6 for the Seminoles. Newport has been unable to put a lot of pressure most of the first half on Chico, and when the Hounds tried to drop 8 and play pass defense, Fletcher just stayed back there and scrambled and made the big plays, especially in that 42-yard drive for their go-ahead touchdown. They lead 14-7. Split man this side. Fletcher to throw it again. Has good protection. Has a man and a flag behind the play on the completed pass up to the 43-yard line, but a flag dropped back inside the 20 of Osceola. Flag thrown, and let's hope that it's a holding call against Osceola, and it is. No, wait just a minute. Let's wait. Referee calling the Newport captains up to talk about it. Yeah, it's got to be the call. So the completed pass play will be nullified, and the Hounds get a break. Boy, Fletcher has just been pretty solid, folks. His statistics aren't the greatest in the world, but he's such a weapon. And Newport's been unable to get untracked at all offensively. Trailing, though, only 14-7. Osceola penalized back inside its 10 to the 8-yard line. Maybe near the 7. Let's call it the 8. Third down, and Osceola needs about 25 yards from its 8. And watch a screen pass or something here. 3rd and 25. Chico straight back and wants to go for all of it again, and this ball is incomplete, and again, great coverage by Darren Blunt. Doesn't get any better than that coverage one-on-one by Blunt.
Well, that Hound vaunted secondary is Chico a little frustrated as he comes off the field just there. Darren Blunt, one-on-one coverage. You play him to the corner, you play him to the sideline, which he did.
What the Hounds don't need here is one of those 70-yard Skip Parnell punts, and he's capable of launching one, folks. And his nickname is NASA. And Parnell will have to launch it from 8 yards deep in the end zone. End over end, and fielded by the Hounds and downed at the 39 by Blunt. Great field position. Newport at the Osceola 39-yard line. Not a must situation, but it's pretty imperative you do something here.
Well, we didn't do anything in the first half, and I say it is a must situation. The best field position of the night, and Newport has got to capitalize right here. We've got to do something with the football offensively.
10:50 to go, third quarter. Hounds trail the Noles 14-7. Newport with only 32 total yards in the first half. Hounds to the line of scrimmage at the 39. Henderson straight ahead. Renard Robinson dives to the 34. Hounds hammering up inside. Who'd I tell at halftime? Coach Cook that I thought we needed to hammer it up inside some. There's Renard for about 5 to the 34-yard line. 14-7 Osceola. Hogue up over the football. Eddington and McCoy at the guards. 2nd and 5. Tim Brown breaks a tackle. Tim Brown fights for yardage near a first down. He ran over Osceola defender. Hounds either missed a block or something there, but Tim runs over a man as close to a first down at the 29. Looks like he's a little short. Third down, less than a yard. Life insurance and annuities play a vital role in planning for your security. Selecting the right provider is important. See Robbie Trotter, Modern Woodman of America. Modern Woodman rated A+ superior by AM Best. Peace of mind today and tomorrow. Victor straight ahead for the first down. Victor still going. Victor still going. Victor inside the 15-yard line on the quarterback sneak. Straight ahead. See Robbie Trotter, call him at 523-9178. Larry Jordan's the district manager for Modern Woodman of America's. Victor Henderson with 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th effort. Moves it to the 15-yard line. Ball just inside the 15. 1st and 10 Greyhounds. Hounds moving it up inside against the Seminoles. Newport trails 14-7. Victor off right tackle on the handoff. There's about 3 more on the power play. Nothing wrong with that right there as Tim Brown carries it to the 12, a pickup of 3. You get inside that 15, you take 3 every time. Just keep them coming. 8:58 to go in the third quarter. Hounds trail 14-7. Split receivers out of your screen to the left side. Hounds in that power set. Robinson off left tackle. Robinson straight ahead. Robinson driving. Robinson. He gets there. Touchdown. Bernard Robinson with a powerful run off left tackle for the touchdown. And the Greyhounds have closed within one at 14-13 with the extra point attempt. Team coming in. Hounds take it 39 yards on their first possession of the third quarter to trail 14-13 with 8:42 to go in the third quarter. Welch to snap. The Mayor, Lassiter to hold it. Trent Brown will try to kick it through and tie it up. The Hounds are right back in it at 14-13. Ball is down. Kick is on the way. This kick is good. 8:42 to go in the third quarter. Newport has caught the Seminoles again at 14 apiece. Wear your Greyhound ribbon into Shell Superstop on Malcolm Avenue in Newport any Friday or Saturday during the football season and get any size fountain drink for just 29 cents. That's right, and even if you don't have the ribbon, you can get them for 49 cents, the fountain drink, that is. And they got a great deli menu at Shell, fantastic plate lunches. Don't forget about breakfast with biscuits, donuts, muffins, all available at Shell Superstop along with that great Shell gasoline. Shell on Malcolm Avenue in Newport. ASUBB reminds you it's not too late to get your high school diploma. The Adult Education Department offers a complete GED program both on campus and off campus sites. Fees, books, instruction, materials all provided free of charge. All you provide is your time and effort to obtain your GED. Anybody 18 and older without a high school diploma is eligible. It's not too late to get your high school diploma. Call the Adult Ed Department at ASUBB Newport, 523-8966. 8:42 to go in the third, tied at 14. This one fielded at the 15-yard line. Back to the 20. Breaks one tackle but won't get past the second wave at the 25, maybe the 26-yard line. Tied at 14. Who's going to seize all the momentum? The Hounds with excellent defense and got a break on a holding call, which right now is one of the big plays in the football game. The holding call, Ashatino's stop on fourth down at the 5-yard line. DJ's pickup of the fumble for a touchdown. We've had some big plays already in what is the game of the week in Arkansas in high school football. Tied at 14 with 8:25 to go, third quarter. Seminoles with the football. Fletcher gives to the second back through, and he's smothered after short yardage of much at all. At about the line of scrimmage, the 26-yard line. A host of Greyhounds there. Osceola perhaps tiring a little bit with their 8 kids going both ways. Scott Ashtonian, the PA announcer said, made the tackle. That's a good effort. Ashatino. Ashtonian's pretty close. Fletcher on the sweep. Got a little seam, but not a lot as the Hounds close it quickly at the 31-yard line. Galen, can you pan up and get a picture of the Newport crowd over there? I want the folks to see how many people. If you get a chance, if you can pan up here in a little bit and get that Newport crowd after this play perhaps. There are a ton of Newportians over there across the way. We'll try to get you a picture in a little bit. Third down. There's a sweep, breaks a tackle, driven down short of the first down. It's fourth down for Osceola on the sweep play. They've changed their offense a little bit in the second half. There's the picture of the crowd. Thanks, Gator. Look at the Greyhound fans over there across the way at Osceola. I mean, it's standing room only. Fourth down and 1, and looks like the Noles are going for it at their 35. David, they're not going for this. They're not going for this.
But obviously, and we know it, we think that Osceola will come the line of scrimmage and try to draw Newport offside. If they go for it and make it, I think it's a poor call. If they go for it and don't make it, it will be a poor call.
Fourth down and 1 at their 35-yard line. And now a flag flies. Osceola tries to run the long count, and they may have run out of time. Delay a game against the Seminoles. Now they'll have to kick it. They were going to kick it all along, folks. I tell you what you do. You take financial institution of your choice anywhere in the state of Arkansas, and the fact that they were going to kick it, you can take it down there, and they'll give you some greenbacks, because that was in the bank. They were going to kick that football. Because if they don't make it. I don't care how much they love Clinton over here. He's going to take big heat for it. Here's the snap. This kid kicks the ball really well, and he turns one over. Coburn goes back to the 30 to get it. Hold on to the ball, DJ, at the 33-yard line. That's all right. Hounds with pretty good field position at the 33. Parnell got a nice kick, but the Hounds are all right at the 33-yard line in a 14-14 game with 6:12 remaining in the third quarter, and the Greyhounds sure have the momentum, folks. They definitely have Old Mo on their side. Don't forget about Car Wars 94, Taylor Ford and Taylor Chrysler. Those guys remind you, if you don't buy a car, truck, or van at Taylor Ford or Taylor Chrysler, please buy one from a car dealer at home. Spend that money locally in the Jackson County area. Buy a car, a truck, or van at home. That's the message from Taylor Ford and Taylor Chrysler, and they want a shot at your business during Car Wars 94. Come see them at the Taylor dealerships. Nice hole for Timmy Brown. Timmy Brown still going to midfield. Run down from behind at the 48-yard line as the Greyhound offensive line doing much better here in the third quarter, and the Hounds moving that football. 5:46 to go. Third quarter in a 14-14 football game. Tim Brown with second and third effort, dancing, wiggling, jumping, crawling. First and 10 Newport at the 48-yard line of the Seminoles. Osceola shows blitz. Handoff Robinson. Renard still going. Renard another 5 or 6 yards against the blitz. Now we've got in motion, folks. 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Now you got excitement.
I don't know what Bill Keady told his offense and Richie Mathis told the offensive line at halftime, but whatever he did, I hope that every time that they come over there after they score, they get another dose of it.
14-14. Hounds second and 4. Motion, Brand. Straight handoff. Nice hole there. Big hit, but a pretty good hole for Renard. He got about 2 or 3 more. It'll be third down and 2, a pickup of 2. That's good, solid football. If that kid doesn't make the play, it's a +8 or 9 out there on the corner. He made a good defensive play, and the Hounds got a couple. Third down and 2 for the Hounds, about 2.5 actually, at the 41.5-yard line of the Seminoles. 4:40 left in the third quarter, tied at 14. Third down, 2.5. Henderson straight ahead. Brown first down. Tim Brown has extra yardage to the 35-yard line. The Hounds finally in the third quarter punching the ball up inside and beginning to take control of the line of scrimmage. First down, Greyhounds, after being held to a total of 32 yards in the first half. First down, Hounds at the 35 of Osceola. 4:20 left third quarter. The game is tied at 14 apiece. Henderson, second back through. Brown still going inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Chuck Eddington with a big block. Eddington helping to open up that hole.
Well, I tell you what, initially the offensive line firing off the football, and they make that contact, and they're sustaining their blocks right now. They're holding on to them just a little bit longer, allowing the running back a little bit more opportunity to get up through the hole. 3:54 to play here in the third quarter. We're tied at 14 apiece.
Second down, 3 after the gain of 7 by Tim Brown. Renard is hit hard, driven down. The ball pops free, but he's down. They came with a blitz that time and caught Newport for a loss of a couple. Third down and 4. Loss of 1. You're going to get some bad plays when they're sending 9 guys. First State Bank of Newport encourages you to apply for your ATM card if you don't already have one. The First State 24 ATM machine at the Village Mall branch, 67 North, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The ATM card's good at many locations throughout the USA. Apply now for the First State Bank 24 ATM card. Member FDIC. Victor on the keeper. Victor has a fur. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does have a first down. Still going. Victor's out of bounds at the 20. Had Sims open downfield for a touchdown. Victor didn't see him, but Victor fought, broke 3 tackles to get the first down. Sims was wide open for the score, but Victor kept it, got the first down on great second and third effort at the 20. Fans boo across the way for Newport. They thought Victor stayed in bounds.
But just another great drive by the Hound offense. They've got it going. The offensive line, a good job of protecting, coming off the line of scrimmage, blocking folks. Well, what a block by Mike Brand.
First down, Greyhounds at the 20. 14-14 game with 2:59 to go, third quarter. Straight ahead, Renard Robinson diving to the 16-yard line and lunging for every inch. Wayland Realty wants your listing. They're selling about everything they can get their hands on at Wayland Realty. A lot of sold signs throughout the area. They don't care what price range or what neighborhood. Wayland Realty wants to go to work for you. Robbie Hindman is their broker. He's a qualified pro in business 11 years, working closely with the mortgage companies, banks, savings, and loan, and is the very best at assisting you in obtaining financing. Here's Renard. Renard breaks tackles into the secondary, stumbles down inside the 10, at the 8, maybe the 7-yard line. Would have gone and scored on that play on the cutback. He's down near the 6-yard line. First and goal, Greyhounds. If you really want to sell property, call Robbie Hindman at 523-2713. Wayland Realty, 1416 Fairway. We appreciate our sponsors, and we got a great game for you this Saturday morning on Greyhound TV. Everything it was advertised. Hounds were just completely dominated and whipped, got a break, and stayed in the game in the first half, and now have a chance to take the lead. 2 minutes to go. First and goal at about the 6. Here's the option play. Henderson cuts back inside. Victor, diving, touchdown! Henderson for the score with 1:59 to go in the third quarter. And Newport, which was dead on the side of the road in the middle of the second quarter, folks. I mean, they were possum. Now leads 20-14. Woo! I mean, we were armadillo. Extra point attempt coming by Trent Brown. Welch to snap it, Lassiter to hold it. Ball down, kick on the way, get there, get through there, yes! 1:59 to go, third quarter, Hounds lead 21-14. John Miner is just another day at the office. Woo! John and Phil Stevens doing some spotting and keeping stats, along with the professor, Jane Black. Lakeside Chevrolet Buick still offers you the best oil change special in these parts for just $14.50. You get up to 5 quarts of oil, an AC oil filter. They'll check for leaks. They'll check your belts, your hoses. It's done without any high-pressure sales approach. If they notice a need for some maintenance, they'll tell you about it. Fall and winter driving, it's here. Going to get cold not long from now. Get that $14.50 oil change. Protect your automobile. Mr. Goodwin, Steve Fellons at Lakeside Chevrolet Buick Service, 520 Malcolm Avenue, using genuine GM parts. Reminding you, it's not just your car, it's your freedom. The Hounds lead 21-14. They've dominated the third quarter. But we've got a long way to go. Osceola dominated the fourth quarter last year. At the 5 to the 20. Makes a cut. Driven down at the 25-yard line. Osceola starts at their 25. Field position. Field position, field position.
But Osceola started at the 20, the 26, and their own 25 in this half. And when you start right there and have that long a distance to go, it's tough to drive the football.
It's a different-looking Greyhound football team in the third quarter than what we saw in the first half. But that's the way this series has been down through the years. Nothing at halftime 2 years ago over here ended up 32-27. And now an official's timeout, equipment problem. We'll hold it temporarily. We'll wait for the officials to get things ready to go. 21-14 Greyhounds with 1:46 remaining in the third period. And the clock is moving. Osceola sends their 3 receivers out to the top of your screen. That's called their triple set, or trip set we call it. Leaves very few people in here around the line of scrimmage. In the interior line, Fletcher straight back. Fletcher gets away. Fletcher wants to throw it deep. Fletcher overthrows it again. I don't know how he steps out of those tackles. How in the world does that kid step out of those tackles? 2nd and 10. Break a glass at home, Newport Glass Company can take care of you. Break a glass in your vehicle, they've got that covered too. Auto paint accessories, no problem. Handle your insurance for you, sure thing at Newport Glass. They do that custom framing work for your photos, keepsakes, and documents. They take care of their folks. They take pride in being the best at what they do. The Welches at Newport Glass Company, Highway 67 North. 1:23 to go, third quarter, 2nd and 10 Osceola. Chico Fletcher being chased by Massey, dropped! Back at the 20, the Hounds finally get him. And it is DeMarcus DeMitchell with the sack finally at the 20. 1:05 to go. Pucci with the tackle. Third down and about 14 or 15 needed for the Seminoles inside the final minute of the third quarter. 21-14 Greyhounds. Trip set again. Look at the three guys going to the top of your screen. Fletcher straight back. Some pressure from Mitchell. He throws the ball. It is complete and breaks a tackle at the 20, but won't break those two tackles. Fourth down for the Seminoles, and Chico Fletcher had much men in his face. Much men after him. Wade Massey put some big heat to begin with.
But we've seen a completely different half once again for the third year in a row. The Newport Greyhound offense comes out and scores on its first two possessions. The defense just with a marvelous job to set up Newport in great field position.
This will be the last play of the third quarter as the clock has officially run out. It's not a great kick by Parnell off side of his foot. Get away from it. Get away from it, guys. Get away at the 40-yard line. Now the Hounds get the ball at the 41. And I think, was it Ashatino or Billy or somebody that fell on it over there, a 7 on the jersey. And the Hounds get great field position at the 41. That's the end of the third quarter. Newport has turned it around with a tremendous third quarter effort. Went from a 14-7 halftime deficit to a 21-14 lead. And here comes the big fourth quarter. And who's going to win it in the fourth quarter tonight at Osceola? Hounds go in leading by 7. We went into the fourth quarter at Newport last year tied at 7. Osceola ended up winning at 35-7. The wall-to-wall all-must-go liquidation sale continues at Howard Biddle's. Howard's Appliance and Furniture on Malcolm Avenue in Newport with wingback chairs, $169. Queen Mattress and Foundation, just $148. Baker's Racks, $29. Today's the last day for the fabulous sale. 4-drawer chest, $38. Two-piece Early American, nice sets, only $388. Assorted flower arrangements, $18. The wall-to-wall liquidation sale through today only at Howard's Appliance and Furniture on Malcolm Avenue in Newport. Hounds in the slot set, pitch the ball to Tim Brown. Tim Brown cuts it back up inside. Tim Brown still going. Tim Brown has the first down. Tim Brown breaking tackles to the 23-yard line. Oh, look at number 4 run. Robinson is hurt. Renard Robinson is hurt. He's being helped off the field across the way. Hope it's just a cramp. Hope it's a cramp. Think it is a cramp. Galen will pan back up there, and you'll be able to see Renard right there and right on your screen down. Oh, he makes us such a better football team. Let's hope it's just a cramp. You know, he's had that bad ankle.
I don't know. I like for the mayor to come in here and let him get a little part of his activity in. He's a real hard runner, and he'll come in, and I'm talking about he'll hit you.
Looks like it's hopefully just a cramp. But we don't know. The way Renard's hobbling, they get him over there to the bench across the way. It looks like a cramp is what, you know, he hadn't played much in 4 weeks. So that's very possible. First down for Timmy down to the 22-yard line. First down Greyhounds with 11:35 to go in the game, leading by 7, 21-14. Henderson has them set. Tim Brown, second back through off right tackle. Good yardage inside the 20 to the 17, maybe the 16-yard line. When they get it all unpiled, call it the 17. Pickup of 4, second and 6. Hounds could put the heat on Osceola with a score here. 11:10 remaining in the game. Hounds lead by 7. Yes, we lead by 7. 21-14. Second down and 6 Greyhounds. At the 17. Option play. Handoff. Nice hole. Tim Brown inside the 5. Tim Brown down to the 3-yard line. Juggling the football. But holding on down to the 3. The fall sale continues at Newport Electronics, your Radio Shack dealer, 67 north of Newport. Want to buy a computer for the family? Folks, they got a Tandy. I mean, it's a dandy. 210 MB hard drive. It's a 486 SX with the Super VGA monitor. The complete price breakthrough set, just $999 right now at your Radio Shack dealer. The Pains at Newport Electronics, 67 north. First down, Victor straight ahead, touchdown! And with 10:35 to go in the football game, the Hounds increase the lead to 13 points, 27-14. And I'm telling you what, it's a Woody Allen movie on the other side over there. They're going bananas. Hounds take it, 41 yards on the drive. And the extra point attempt coming by Trent Brown. 27-14 Newport. Extra point kick is through there. It is good. 10:35 to go. Hounds lead 28-14. An incredible comeback by the Greyhounds here at Osceola. A lot of football to be played yet. Osceola's a great football team, and they will mount a challenge, I promise you. Kentucky Fried Chicken has Kids Night on Tuesday night. That's Kids Night from 4 to 8 p.m. Kids 12 and under eat free off the buffet. And what a buffet, folks. I got more items we could tell you about in a week. They've even got rotisserie gold out on the buffet now. You have to ask for it, but just say they don't mind. They'll get you some of that rotisserie gold out there. Now, of course, the kids eat free off the buffet with the purchase of an adult buffet. Limit 2 kids per adult, but that's still a fantastic deal. The Colonel, Sandy, and all her gang, and they appreciate your business at KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. I would say something, but I'm speechless. Hounds lead 28-14. And kicking the ball off. Woo. Now let's play solid defense.
How's your heart?
Probably about as bad a shape as Bill's was a couple of weeks ago. Oh, he's down to a knee. He fields it inside the 10 and goes down to a knee at about the 7-yard line. And Osceola will start back at its 7. So another break there for the Greyhounds. Newport leads this football game 28-14. Those of you dozed off at halftime just now getting back up on this Saturday morning. No, it wasn't something in your coffee that you drank. It's just been a wild last 14 minutes of football. Hounds lead it 28-14. Folks, if you can't enjoy this, if you can't get excited about this, then we just might as well issue last rites, because this is fun. At about the 6, first down Osceola. Chico to throw it from his 6 and got a man out here, incomplete. Had a man open. Jay Reed was a little late getting over there. If he'd have caught that one, I'm going to tell you what, folks, he might have run from here to Cape Girardeau. 10:31 to go in this football game. 28-14 Newport. Osceola throwing out of its own end zone. 2nd and 10. No big plays, Hounds. Make them earn anything. Fletcher wants to throw again, looking as he goes down, throws incomplete. He looked like he was down to a knee almost as he released that football. Good pressure coming by the Greyhounds. Ashatino, Coburn in there defensively.
Chico being a great quarterback that he is, but I mean, he's so much more effective when they throw the football when they want to as opposed to when they have to.
At the 7-yard line is the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10 Osceola. Today's the last day of the big furniture and appliance sale at Jones Home Furnishings on Malcolm Avenue in Newport. They've got some great buys like leather sofas, blue, green, burgundy, just $599.99. Lazy Voice sofas with matching recliners, just $899.99. Chico rolling in the end zone, pursued by Massey, gets away and will run and will have a first down and goes out of bounds up at about the 27, 28-yard line. He can scramble, and when he breaks containment, he got around Wade Massey. He had lots of room. So he picks up the first down, and that's a big play. It keeps Osceola in the football game, down 2 touchdowns with 10:17 to go. Jones Home Furnishings, that big sale ending today. You chance to get that queen size Big Ben mattress set, 9-inch mattress. You save $130, y'all. Sale price just $229.99. Today is the last day. Jones Home Furnishings on the spot financing to qualified buyers at Jones. Chico gets him a big play out to the 27-yard line, 1st and 10. Fletcher hit as he throws, incomplete, and it could have been ruled a fumble, but Justin Brown was all over Chico Fletcher. I mean, he clobbered him just as he threw the ball, and they ruled it incomplete. Whew, what a hit by Justin Brown, who has played his best game of the year by far. And the big players play big time in the big games. 10-14 left in the game. Hounds lead 28-14. What has been like this series has been all along. Two entirely different football games in each half. 2nd and 10 for Osceola. Fletcher straight back, gives ground. Now wants to throw it on the dead run, and it is batted away, incomplete, and great defense by Billy Keaty. Look at number 7 at midfield, being congratulated by his teammates. Oh, that'll make his old man's heart beat better. Great defense by number 7. And 10:07 left in the football game with the Hounds up by 14, 28-14. 3rd down for the Seminoles. 3rd and 10. Hold them here, Hounds. Hold them here, and we're going to win this football game. Hounds are ranked number 1 in AAA, and were dominated in the first half. Lucky to be in the game at 14-7. Should have been behind 21-0. Only great defense kept them alive. 3rd down and 10. Fletcher rolls left and runs, and he can run for a long way. He is probably gone for a touchdown unless Blunt can get over there and run him out of bounds, and does at the 25-yard line. Another big play by Chico Fletcher. Out of bounds at the 23 of the Greyhounds with 9:57 to go. Fletcher trying individually to get the Noles back in the game. They're here, folks. Folks have been waiting for the new 95 models to arrive, and wait no more, because George Kell Motor Company has new 1995 cars and trucks in stock. Come see the elegant 95 Cadillac, Olds, and Pontiac, plus new GMC pickup trucks. They're here, more on the way. Dean, George, Jack, Tommy, and Rex want your business. Customer satisfaction is guaranteed. A sweep to the right side. He gets to the corner to the 20-yard line. Big time play again by Justin Brown defensively to not give the corner.
But Justin fought off the block at the line of scrimmage, came off, fought off back, coming out of the backfield to make the tackle, even though a gain on the play. Boy, Osceola with a chance right here to get right back in the football game. Boy, with as many athletes as they have, they're never out of it.
They were back at their 7-yard line, and Chico and his men have come back down the field. At the 20, 2nd and 7. 9:54 left. We'll keep giving you the time because you can't see it. Chico rolls to his left. Chico throws on the run, and this ball is incomplete, out of bounds. Good coverage by Blunt. Hounds looking for a turnover. Like to get one here, up by 14, 28-14, but Osceola with a solid threat at the Greyhound 20, 3rd down. He's overcome 3rd down and long twice. So Chico has made the big plays on 3rd down. Hounds don't know how to, well, you know, kind of undecided whether you rush or whether you play pass defense. Osceola asks for a timeout. You know, you take a chance if he breaks containment on the all-out blitz, he walks into the end zone. But if you can get to him, put that heat on him, you might get an Oski.
Well, and I think the timeout right here was not even to discuss what play they're going to run. Chico is just literally exhausted. That's one of those kids, such a great athlete. He plays on both sides of the football. He's on the kickoff team. He's on all the specialty teams. The kid, it just needs a breather. He was going down. He had his hands on his knees, and he's down on a knee right now. He needed a break.
Today, the earning power of women is growing. The result, women now make an essential contribution to the incomes of many families, including the two guys doing the talking here. Are there 2 income earners in your family? Well, what will happen if one of those incomes disappear? That's why both spouses should have life insurance, especially with living expenses continuing to rise. Modern Woodmen of America offers a big selection of life insurance programs and annuities. You can establish immediate protection while you build and save for the future. Let Robbie Trotter visit with you. He can tailor a plan to your family's needs and budget. Call Robbie at 523-9178. Modern Woodmen. Larry Jordan's the district manager. 9:49 left in the game. Newport leads by 14 points, 28-14. If you just joined us, Osceola has overcome 3rd down and long twice in this drive. They face 3rd and 6, 3rd and about 7 actually, from the Newport 20-yard line. Certainly will go for it if they don't make it on 3rd down. Hounds need a couple of big defensive plays, and then you would think just try to get 3 or 4 first downs on a drive, use up 5 or 6 minutes. Split man to the left of your picture. Full house backfield on third down. Chico hit and dropped. And it was Justin Brown, and Chico was getting out of the way, folks. With all due respect to Mr. Fletcher, he looked up and saw the great wall of Newport there. And discretion is the better part of valor. Still fourth down, though. They still got a chance on 4th and 13 after the loss of 6. 9:20 to go. You really like Newport's chances if they can stop Osceola here. 4th down and 13. Got to go to about the 13-yard line. Chico has plenty of time. Chico runs a screen out in the flat. It is caught and dropped. Great defense by DJ Coburn and Adrian Taylor covering up. A loss on the play of about 3 or 4 yards, and the Hounds take over at the 30-yard line. Folks, as y'all hear this on Saturday morning, I promise you I won't be able to talk. It's going fast. First time all year. 9:02 remaining. I'm like John Miner. I sure can't do what I used to do 25 years ago. 35 years ago.
But marvelous job of calling the game tonight. These games, the folks at home can see it.
Woo! 33-yard line for the Hounds. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Renard. Renard to the 34-yard line, maybe the 35. Hounds want to use some clock. Make 3 or 4 first downs. And Robinson is shaking up again. Maybe another cramp again. I hope that's all. Remember, Renard has been out with an injury, and D, it's tough to stay in shape.
Well, he hadn't had a lot of conditioning drills. You know, we've been just trying to keep him off his ankle injuries, as we have said. The only way to get an ankle injury to heal is to stay off of it completely. Well, if you're off of it, not practicing, obviously you have no conditioning to do. And we've just kind of kept him out an extra couple of weeks. Of course, he played a little bit last week against Ridgecrest, but just for this big football game tonight.
And nothing's easy, but the Hounds ought to have a breather next week. Mariana comes down. Mariana beat Newport last year, so nothing's a breather. But on form, the Hounds ought to beat Mariana. So you really don't need Renard next week. Then you got to win Yellow Jackets. You need Renard. So he's being helped off the field again. I think it's just a cramp again. Think it's its ankle this time again? Ooh. Well, let's hope it's a cramp, but he's got the bad ankle, remember. 2nd down and 7 for the Hounds with 8:25 to go in the football game, leading 28-14. Make some first downs, Big Orange. At the 35-yard line. Here's the option play. Victor breaks a tackle. Victor fights to the 40-yard line. Bring up 3rd down at about 2, and great 2nd and 3rd effort by the H-man, Victor Henderson. 3rd down and a short 2 for the Hounds at the ball, with the ball touching the 40-yard line. You see it just shy of the 40-yard line. 3rd and 2 with 7:55 to go in a great high school football game. Hounds lead 14 points.
Well, what a job the offensive line has done in this half.
3rd down and 2. Victor with the long count, offside play, and they do not jump. Newport asks for the timeout and gets it with 7:41 remaining. Fantastic deli menu at Shell Superstop in Newport. They've got it, folks. Cold sandwiches, hot sandwiches, hoagies are just $1.99. Catfish dinners with locally farm-raised catfish and all the fixes, just $2.99. Shell offers an excellent plate lunch variety. I mean, they have got some bargains. Great deli menu at Shell Superstop on Malcolm Avenue in Newport. 7:41. 7:41 left. 28-14. Greyhounds have the lead. Folks, you need a job, want good pay, benefits, travel, be a truck driver. Enroll now at ASU BB Newport for an 8-week class beginning October 24th. You must be JTPA or DLW eligible. For more information, call 523-8966. Arkansas State University BB Newport, proud to be recognized as having one of the best truck driver training programs in the nation. Get on the road to a great future. Enroll now for the 8-week class starting on October 24th at ASU BB Newport. Let's think. The professor's employed there. This old boy's employed there. Coach Durham still in the booth with us. He's employed at ASU. Where would we be without ASU? 3rd down and 2. Hounds need this first. Straight ahead, Timmy has the first down, and Timmy is still going, and Timmy trying to get loose inside the 45, to the 40, to the 37-yard line. Oh, Tim Brown. And it's a first down for the Newport Greyhounds at about the 36, 37-yard line of Osceola. 7.5 minutes to go in the game, with the Hounds leading it 28-14 against a football team that in the first half looked like the Packers. Clock moving, 7:15 to go. Handoff left side, Brown straight ahead, power running. Tim Brown still going to the 25-yard line. It takes a bunch to bring him down. Punch it in, Hounds, punch it in. 7:09 to go. 28-14 Greyhounds. There's the still shot. Galen with a great still shot of Timmy Brown fighting for more yards. Great block by Hogue. You saw in that still shot. Hatchett comes in with a play from the sideline. Great camera work, Galen.
Watch this offensive line hustle up that line of scrimmage right now.
Rutledge in there doing a great job. Power to the right side. Brown is hit and dropped. They came with a blitz, and a big tackle ends up getting through there. Tim doesn't get much, but the clock's moving down to 6:44. Loss of a yard, actually. Hounds would punch it in here, and then you really love their chances. 6:35 remaining. The Newport defense has just been great. Even though Osceola scored a couple of touchdowns, they're a high-powered attack. 2nd down, Hounds fumble it, handoff Brown, straight ahead. Boy, Victor got it and got it to Timmy, and Timmy got about 5 yards. 4 or 5 yards, make it 4. It'll be 3rd and 7 for Newport. Down to 6:05 left. Newport 28, Osceola 14. The Noles led at the half 14-7. It's been 21-0 Newport in the second half. And it should have been 21-0 Osceola in the first half, and the Hounds will be driving for a winning touchdown here. 3rd and 7's pretty tough. Try to get 4 or 5 of it, guys. Victor keeps it. Victor has a little crease. Victor driven down, tripped up, just short of the first down at about the 17-yard line. It'll be 4th and 2 for the Hounds. Victor within a half step of popping it for the touchdown. 4th and 1.5 yards with 5:25 to go. Make this first down and you win the football game, I think.
Can't say enough about the center, Hogue. You've got Eddington, Rutledge, Brown, McCoy, Reardon up there blocking. What a marvelous job they've done here in the second half. We've got a few first downs.
And I got a cramp in my leg. I'm like Renard. But I'm standing up. 4th and 1.5. Get this, guys. Get this. Here's a first down, Greyhounds. They got it inside the 15-yard line. Rutledge with a big block over there on the right side. And Tim Brown gets the first down. And a gain of about, 4 on 4th and 2. First down, Greyhounds with 5 minutes to go. Newport at the 14-yard line, leading 28-14. What's been a very, very exciting, fun football game. 2 separate football games, and the Greyhounds let the clock run down a bit to 4:44 and ask for the timeout. And old Heart Attack Jack comes out there to visit with them. We are running rampant here in the second half. He doesn't have to worry about his arteries closing up. That old blood's pumping through there pretty good about now, I promise you. 28-14, Newport leads with 4:44 to go. This is Greyhound TV on Saturday mornings, and we know you're loving it on Newport Cable TV. And we're loving doing it for you, folks. Discounts into the thousands of dollars during the Battle Royal Car Wars. You've heard us talk about it, so don't take our word for it. Go out there and see the guys at Taylor Ford, Taylor Chrysler. Say, all right, who's going to do me the best deal right here? I'm going to talk to one guy and go see the other. I may come back and see y'all again. They're going to do what it takes to sell you an automobile at Taylor Ford and Taylor Chrysler. They remind you, if they can't sell you one, and they think they can, but if they can't, they encourage you to buy a vehicle in Jackson County, Arkansas. one of the other dealers. Good folks at Taylor Ford, Taylor Chrysler. 28-14 Greyhounds with 4:44 to go. Ball at the 14-yard line. Let's run 5 or 6 plays here. I mean, go ahead and punch it in, be all right, but I just didn't use up 2 more minutes. Power set to the right side. Victor on the sneak, straight ahead, dives for yardage to the 10-yard line. He got about 4 on the quarterback sneak on the weak side. Well, I tell you what, we've lined up everybody on the right side. I think Mr. Parnell, Mr. Brainerd, and Mr. Reyna all over there. You know, Greyhound offensive line has played in the second half like there's been 17 guys up there blocking. I mean, they have played a ball game second half. A gain of 4 for Victor on the sneak to the weak side. 4:13 left. Handoff Timmy. Timmy just still fighting hard down to the 5-yard line. Folks, that's a fine football play. Gain 5 inside the 10. Newport has out-physicaled them in the second half, and David Black called the shot early. He said, don't give up, bud. They're playing 8 both ways. He said, we're going to get them in the 3rd and 4th quarter. And, folks, we're 3:45 away from getting them. 28-14 Greyhounds. 3rd down. And Tim Brown is in for the touchdown. That'll do it. 34-14. Woo! And let me tell you what, it is a big-time Republican victory. Clinton Gore is out. A 20-point lead for the Greyhounds, barring some miracle. They're going to win it. 3:34 remaining. Extra point try is right through there, and Trent is 5 for 5. Trent, you kick them nicely, Brown. Makes it 35-14 with 3:34 left in the football game. Greyhounds by 3 touchdowns. Why is it every time Newport and Osceola play, the first half is just totally opposite from the second half? 2 years ago over here, nothing at the half. And there was 1,500 yards of offense in the second half, and the Hounds won at 32-27. Last year at Newport, it was nothing at the half. It was 7-7, middle of the 3rd quarter. 30-27, excuse me, instead of 32-27. 2 years ago. Well, we should have gone for an extra 2.
You thought we were trying to run up the score to get 32.
You said that. I didn't. You know, there was a guy over here tonight wasn't going to let me in this press box. Squib it down the middle, guys. Uh-oh. It's pretty deep. At the 15. Get him down, guys. At the 20. Get him down. He's breaking too many tackles. Get him down. There you go, right there. He didn't get past DeMitchell. DeMarcus DeMitchell. 35-yard line. Osceola with 3:28 to go in the football game. And, folks, I'm not going to promise you. Now, listen. I'm not going to promise you tonight if the Hounds get the ball back and they don't throw a bomb. I don't think it'll happen, but I'm going to tell you what. If in his lifetime he ever tried to get an extra one, it would be here tonight. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And I wouldn't argue too much. So Osceola asked for a timeout. Osceola had, I think John Miner pointed out, only 10 men on the field. That's why they called the timeout. First State Bank, you know, one of the nice things about being age 50 and over, I feel 50 tonight. It's a preferred 50 checking account package at First State in Newport. Great features like unlimited checking, no per check charges, interest paid on your checking balance, no fee when you keep a $100 minimum balance, Visa or MasterCard emergency cash advances, 24-hour ATM banking, free notary service, cash bonuses on travel, free travel reservations. There's a lot more. Preferred 50, First State Bank. Member FDIC. Ask them about Preferred 50. Osceola straight ahead with a handoff, and Kelton Moore tripped up first by Justin Brown, then falls forward for a few yards. 3 minutes exactly remaining. Osceola hustling to the line of scrimmage. They trail 35-14. Straight handoff again, and Kelton Moore to the 45-yard line. And Newport sends 2 guys in and only 1 went out. I think we got 12 on the field. Hit in the backfield and dropped. Folks, I think we got 12. Don't tell anybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whoop. I don't know. Yeah, Greyhound send a man off, and they're not going to send anybody in. You know why we made that tackle with the big loss? We had 12, guys. We got away with it on the road. I tell you what, miracles never cease. 4th down for Osceola. Here's Chico throwing the ball down the middle, incomplete. 4th down, Greyhounds take over with 2:09 left in the football game. Newport leading at 35-14, and the Greyhounds have the football at the 43-yard line of the Seminoles. And the Hounds are yelling "Who Dat" across the way. 2:09 left. Look at the Newport bunch. Happy folks. 35-14 Greyhounds in a second half unbelievable rout. And the first unit's in the football game. And if we throw a touchdown pass, I'm just going to shut up. Because if we throw a touchdown pass, some of these people come up here in this press box and get after me. Tim Brown to the 35-yard line. Billy, I'm begging you not to do it. No. I'm begging you not. I know you want to. I'm begging you. He's never done it in 26 years. No need to start tonight. 1:45 remaining. Hounds lead 35-14. Hounds hustling to that line of scrimmage. Power set to the right side. Newport has just totally dominated. Victor straight ahead on the sneak. Victor still going. Victor, touchdown Greyhounds. And that's not running it up. Run the sneak and score. Run the sneak and score. Oh, folks, I'm telling you what, this couldn't be any more perfect. 41-14. Newport with 1:25 to go, and they didn't throw the bomb. They ran the quarterback sneak for the touchdown. I mean, that's the simplest play in football, quarterback sneak. So, extra point attempt coming. Ball is down, kick is on the way, and this one is good again. Trent Brown has been perfect. With 1:25 left in the football game, the Newport Greyhounds have solidified their #1 ranking in Class AAA with as great a second half effort I believe I've ever seen against David, a quality football team. Now, this is wild. This is wild. Woo! Hounds run the quarterback sneak and score. And Osceola folks don't like it. They're asking, are they supposed to be mad? Probably. So I'm just going to try to get out here live this morning. 1:25 to go. Hounds lead 42-14. One of the Osceola folks stuck his head in our booth here and just said, are we supposed to get mad? I went, no, sir. We ran a quarterback sneak. We didn't throw the bomb. He said, still got your first team in the game. I said, okay, we understand. Hounds kick it off, leading 42-14. This Newport has outscored Osceola 35-0 in the second half. And this one fielded at about the 13 to the 30-yard line. Fumble, and Newport recovers it. Newport recovers the fumble at the 30-yard line. Look like DJ coming up with it. And the Greyhounds started to put their first team in, but now call timeout. Let's get the second unit in there, guys. Since 1971, Wayland Insurance has served the Jackson County area with all types of insurance, homeowners, auto, health, life. They represent a lot of companies, so they can shop for your best deal. Wayland also offers excellent policies for high-risk drivers. Compare rates at Wayland. They even offer payment plans. You don't have to pay the full premium up front. Agents Lucille Wayland and Sonny Wayland are hometown folks who take care of their customers. That's why people just keep coming back to Wayland Insurance. Call them at 2713. See Lucille or Sonny Wayland. Agents Barbara Gibbs, Mary Jane Malone, secretaries. Wayland Insurance, 1416 Fairway. All right, David, stay away from in there. Got some Osceola fans up here in the press box a little upset. Woo! Hounds, Peel has them, and Jane about the same, 259 rushing in the second half. Wow. Woo! Hounds have the alternate unit in the game with 1:19 to go, leading 42-14. And Grady goes to a knee. Troy Aikman down to a knee. Tyrone Grady, Newport's number 8. And the Hounds will run out the clock with 1 minute to go, leading 42-14. Back to a knee is Grady again. Osceola shows a lot of class by not trying to clobber the Newport quarterback. Hound showing class by going to a knee to run out the clock. 35 seconds remaining. Newport leads 42-14 in an incredible second half. Folks, this is against a great football team, Osceola Seminoles. Grady to a knee again on 3rd down and long with 20 seconds to go. The Newport Greyhounds with a tremendous second half. They trailed 14-7 at the half and have won this football game 42-14. Bill Keady and Clinton Gore meeting at midfield. Look at Bill and Clinton. There's the still shots. You see them right in the center just for a minute. Look at Clinton congratulate Herbert Lewis, Jerry Wright, Coach Shay Taylor, Coach Kenny Black. A tremendous amount of sportsmanship being shown by the Newport and Osceola coaching staffs. And this is the way it should be, folks. If you win or lose, this is the way it's got to be. Shake hands and be men about it. What a tremendous effort by the Greyhounds, who win it 42-14. David talked for a while. I am exhausted.
But I tell you what, just what a difference that a half makes. We've seen it for 3 years in a row. The Hounds come out, just take charge here in the second half, and just a tremendous victory for the Greyhound football team.
Let me do a couple of ads for our fine sponsors here. As you see Galen panning the field down there on the scoreboard, and we'll zoom in on that. It takes us a moment to get focused up because it's a long way down there. You can see it, 42-14. There it is. That's pretty, isn't it? Newport Glass Company. The Welch family's built a reputation of having the very best quality products, the quickest, most professional glass service you can find. They've made the commitment to serve Northeast Arkansas with the most modern, up-to-date technology in the industry. From auto glass to home and office needs, along with our auto paint and accessories department, we're here to help you at Newport Glass Company, Highway 67 North. They are proud of the Newport Greyhounds at Newport Glass Company. Today's the last day of the wall-to-wall, all-must-go liquidation sale at Howard's Appliance and Furniture on Malcolm Avenue in Newport. Fabulous buys like a 3-way rocker recliner, $249. Bookcase is $68. Waterbed mattress is $34. One only new air conditioner left, $239. Rollaway beds for $99. Fern stands just $6.50. Dishwashers for $2.99. And you better hurry. Bring your truck, trailer, load them up, no down payment. Today only, the final day of the wall-to-wall liquidation sale, all day Saturday at Howard's Appliance and Furniture. Get by there right now at Howard's on Malcolm Avenue in Newport. 42-14 as you look at the still shot. That is so, so nice. David Black has a look at the scoring recap. Just an incredible second half.